So, warm greetings to all. So, I am Ignatius Silvarani, working as assistant professor in the department of CSE at Kamaraj College of Engineering Technology. In this video, I am going to discuss about Django models. So, one of the important topic in the Django framework. Let me get into the topic. So, before getting into the topic, so what is Django? Django is a high level Python web framework that encourages rapid development and pragmatic design. Actually, Django is a free and open source that is used to develop web applications. Actually, specifically it is used to develop large, complex and database driven websites. Django follows model view template architecture. So, actually this is the structure of model view template architecture. In short, we called as MVT architecture. So, already I stated Django is a Python based web framework. So, used to develop web applications. See here, what is MVT architecture? So, when the user requests a resource, Django acts as a controller. Then Django searches the URL for found the resource. That means for checking the availability of the resource. If the matched URL is found, then it associated view is executed. So, the view uses models for the data manipulation. So, the view uses the model for retrieving and updating the data and then select the template to give a response to the user. So, the templates are the HTML files. So, finally the Django sends the response, that means HTML response to the user again through the view and URL. So, this is the explanation for the MVT architecture. M stands for model, V stands for view, T stands for template. So, view is a class or function for doing or processing the user request. Model is a database, that means used to store or retrieve or manipulate the data. Then template is the HTML file. So, used to render the final response. So, now actually we are getting to the topic models. Model is a single definitive source of information about our data. So, the application contains so many data. So, in order to easily retrieve and storing the data or easily manage the data, the Django provides a class that is called model. It contains essential fields and behavior of the data that is need to be stored. Okay. So, generally each model maps a single database table. So, each and every model has a equivalent database table. So, the finally model is going to act as a interface for our data. So, it is responsible for maintaining data. So, actually the model is the logical data structure behind the entire application. It is a logical data structure behind the entire application. Okay. The mostly this data is represented by a database. And next one is model field. Model contains so many model fields. Actually, model field is a data type that stores specific type of data. Okay, a model, already I mentioned, model is a class. The class contains so many properties. Each and every properties are defined by the model field. So, here the model field is a data type. Here we can store different types of data such as number, dates, text, otherwise even relationship with the other models. So, now we discuss the different model fields one by one. The first model field is a character field. This field stores short, medium length character and text strings. So, it is used to store the textual data which is in the short length. Okay. which makes it suitable to store an attribute like name. For example, if I use the book management system, what is the name of the book, author name, otherwise publication name, these things are can be represented by the character field. So, here one character field has a max length parameter, it must be specified, the max length should be set to any integer value. See, this is the see this code snippet. So, for using the models or for creating the model, you have to import the package. So, from package django.db import models. So, models package to be imported. Then this is the model name product. So, use the keyword class. So, class product, which is the instance of models dot model. So, in that name is one of the property or attribute of this product model. So, models dot character field, which takes the parameter called max length to specify the maximum length. If this field if I enter more than 20 characters, it definitely it will not be accepted by the particular field. So, next model field is a date field. This field is used to store the date in our model. It has two optional parameters, auto now and auto now add. When we can use auto now means, if you want to update or change the date field means, we can use the parameter auto now as a true one. When we can use auto now add parameter means, if you the date field only set when the data is created. That means, while the auto now add sets the fields data only when the data is created. So, if you use auto now add parameter, if you set auto now add parameter, so the data value is created only once, it cannot be changed. For example, in the book management system, the publication date of the book will not be changed. We can use this auto now add parameter. The book issue date. So, issue date may be changed used to user or book to book. In that case, we can use auto now parameter. Next field is date time field. It is used to, this field is used to store date as well as the time. Then decimal field, this field stores decimal number in a database. That means some floating point values. If you want to store floating point values, we can use the decimal field. It may take two arguments, two parameters, max digit and decimal places. So, decimal places, if I set a decimal places as 2, so after point 2 decimal value will be displayed. Then Boolean field, this field stores the Boolean data. Then email field, it is a specialized form of character field used to store email addresses. Then text field, text field stores large amount of text data. In character field, that is a short length text or string can be stored. In the text field, large amount of text data can be stored in the text field. So, when we can use the text field, if our text data is too length, we can use the text field. Next one is integer field. This field stores the integers in the form of whole numbers. If you want to store the whole numbers, even negative, positive integers and negative integers also can be accepted by this integer field. Foreign key field is a type, creates a many to one relationship between the two models. If I want to use one model as a reference to the another module, we can use the foreign key field. See this example, customer is one of the model and then order is one of the model. Here within the order, I use the reference of the customer model. So, the customer equal to model dot foreign key of, it takes two parameters. First one is to the class to which the model referred, and the next one is on delete. So, on delete, in this case the customer model is a parent model, order model is a child model. So, the within the child we use the reference of the parent. If I delete the order model or data in the order model, then corresponding customer should be deleted. So, that is why we use the second argument as a or delete, that value is set as a model dot cascade. Next one is setting up of Django environment. So, why we need to set a Django environment? So, here we have to create a virtual environment. So, why we need to create a virtual environment for the Django project? Already info, Django project is a Python based framework. So, in Python, so here different projects should be isolated, the project should be isolated. So, that is why we create a environment. So, to create a environment, we use the first we create one folder. So, navigate into the folder, use the command called python -m venenv and then mynv. This is a user defined name. So, in this name the environment will be created, then get into the folder and then activate the virtual environment. Okay. So, for activation we use the command script /activate. So, once the virtual environment has been activated, we use this command to install the Django, pip install Django. Then so there are certain procedure to create a new project and app. So, for creating a new project, use the command Django -admin start project, then my project. So, my project is the name of the project. Okay, and then navigate into the folder my project, then create a app using this command python manage.py start app and operations. Here the name of the application is operations. Okay, to run the project, use the command python manage.py run server. So, once the project has been successfully run, it displays the URL. It can be accessed through the URL with the port number 8000. So, the port that URL is 127.0.0.1 with the port number 8000. So, what is the difference between project and app? So, a project there must be only one project, but each project contains many applications. Then project contains the settings and apps for a site, but in a app it is a larger components for the website. So, each website one project must be there. Within the project many applications can be used, and then projects cannot be used in the other project, but application can be used across the multiple projects. So, once the project and app has been successfully created, we have to integrate the app in the settings.py. So, in the project folder open the file called settings.py. So, in that file, so under the installed apps we have to include the application. So, our application name is operation. So, we have to include this operation application in the installed apps. So, then only we can use the model in the Django projects. Next step is create a model. So, here I mentioned a simple model called employee which has 4 fields. Name is a character field, email is a email field, address is a character field, job role has a character field. Okay. These 3 things have some maximum length. So, name has a maximum length 20, then email has a maximum length 100, then address also have a maximum length 100, then job role has a maximum length 30. So, the string is a special method in a Python used to define the object of a class as a string. So, the entire model class, its object can be represented by this string method. So, next one is you have to migrate the Django database. So, this is the command to use to migrate the Django database, python manage.py space make migrations. Once the command has been successfully executed, it is used to create the migration file that contains code for tabled schema of a model. So, this commands used to give some initial setups for creating the table for the particular model. So, once the command has been successfully executed, it automatically the migration folder will be created with this initial.py file. So, next, so once we have done the make migration, in order to create the table for the particular schema, we have to run this command called python manage.py migrate. So, it creates a table according to the schema defined in the migration file. So, for each and in Django, for each and every model, there is a corresponding table will be created, that is database table will be created. So, next is a super user. So, this super user gives some administrative responsibility in order to manage the project's data. So, here Django has a admin site. Django admin site is a built-in interface for managing the project's data. It automatically creates the interface for the models which are created in the Django file. So, all the authenticated user, that means all the authorized user can create, delete, then update the models using this administration interface. For that, in order to create the super user, we need to run this command python manage.py create super user. So, once the command has been executed, it prompt us to enter the username and password, in which username and password we can access the admin site. So, here I give the password as admin and username here I give username as admin and password as admin to access the Django admin website. Then we have to register the model in admin panel. So, in order to access the model in the admin panel, we have to register our model in the admin.py file. So, open the admin.py file, add the corresponding model. So, here our model name is employee. So, import this model in the package section, then add this statement admin.site.register. So, that method should carry for which model we have to integrate the admin panel. So, here employee, I am going to access the employee model in the admin interface. So, pass this employee class name as an argument to the register method, and then finally, we have to run the server using the command python manage.run server. Then we have to access the our application with the URL http 127.0.0.1 with the port number 8000. To open the admin panel, use the URL path as a /admin. So, the admin panel will be open, the admin Django administration site will be open. So, enter the username password, that means register username password, that means use the username password while you create during the super user. So, here admin is our username password. See this. So, once login in the administration panel, under the operations our registered model will be open. If you click this model, we can add and change the data. So, once you click this model, it will list out the 4 fields. What are the fields? Name, email, then my address and job role. Okay. So, the administration size is a Django admin site is a built-in interface for managing the project's data. So, here the authorized user can create, delete, update and change the model's data with using this interface. Thank you.